Students, welcome to your English class. This is Shivani ma'am, and today we are going to start with the chapter 1 of your course book. The name of the chapter is Attila. Students, before I begin with the explanation, I would like to ask you a question. Have you ever kept a pet at your home? Or do you wish to have a dog as a pet? And if you do, what kind of a dog would you like to have as a pet? I'm asking these questions because this story is about a dog named Attila. Students, it is written by R.K. Narayan. You know who was R.K. Narayan? R.K. Narayan was an Indian writer known for his works set in the fictional South Indian town of Malgudi. You must have heard of Malgudi days, his first novel Swami and Friends. So, now I would like to begin with the explanation of the chapter. Students, in this story, there is a family that wanted a strong and formidable dog who could prevent break-ins and theft in their house. A 2-month-old black and white puppy was brought home. Now, when the puppy arrived, they noticed that it did not have a very prepossessing appearance. You know what is prepossessing? Charming. The puppy did not have a charming appearance and it was not very playful also. But this did not prevent his owners from sitting in a circle around him and admiring him. You might have noticed, children, whenever you acquire a new thing, your new car, television, or you have a pet at home, everybody is quite excited about it. So this was the case here in this family also. Now, since they had a pet, there was a prolonged debate as to what he should be named. The youngest member of the family suggested that he should be called Tiger. Someone else suggested he should be named Caesar. But they felt that Caesar and Tiger were very common names. One of them also mentioned that if a census was taken of dogs, you would find at least 15,000 Caesars in South India alone. Then there were mother names also for suggestion like Fire, Thunder, Grip, and these names were not liked. Then came a wonderful suggestion. Someone suggested that it should be called Attila. As soon as the family heard the name Attila, a shout of joy went up to the skies. No more satisfying name was thought for a man or animal. You know what is Attila? Attila actually means the scourge of Europe, frequently called Attila the Hun, was a ruler of the Huns from 434 CE until his death in March 453 CE. Scourge means someone who causes trouble. So now, the name of the dog was kept as Attila. Everybody was proud of this little pup they had in their home. Now, when the name was decided, they felt that this dog is really going to do some magic. But as the time passed, Attila exhibited a love for humanity, which was sometimes disconcerting. You know what is disconcerting? This means causing one to feel unsettled. They felt the scourge of Europe, could he ever have been like this? Now, they wanted to know that how was the scourge of Europe when he was a child? It was rumored that as a child, he clung to his friends and to his parents. Friends so fast that often he had to be beaten and separated from them. But when he was 14, he showed the first sign of his future. He knocked on a fellow who tried to touch his marbles. Oh, this was encouraging. Now the family felt that their dog should be allowed to reach the parallel of 14 years and people would get to know his real nature. But this was all a vain promise. As the time passed, the dog stood up 20 inches high, had a large frame and a forbidding appearance on the whole. You know what is forbidding appearance? This means unfriendly or threatening appearance on the whole. But that was all. Children, it was a contrast to his real nature. Although he had a formidable appearance, a variety of people entered the gates of the house every day. Mendicants, bill collectors, postmen, tradesmen, and family friends. You know what are mendicants? Beggars are called as mendicants. And to the surprise of the family, all of them were warmly received by Attila. The moment the gate clicked, he became alert and stood up looking towards the gate. By the time anyone entered the gate, Attila went blindly charging forward. But that was all. The person had only to stop and smile and Attila would melt. This was really very, very annoying for the family members. Now, somebody suggested, why not change his name to Blind Worm, since he just turns a blind eye to anyone, anything. Mother was very disappointed. She said, he is like an elephant. You can employ 2 watchmen for the price of the rice and meat he consumes. So this way, Attila was a disappointment to the family. But the youngest member of this family was always the defender of the dog. You know what is a defender? Defender is a person who defends someone. The youngest member of the family always supported Attila in whatever he did. He also came up with some of the statements in favor of Attila. Like he said, he doesn't sleep all night, mother. I have often seen him going round the house and watching all night. But this could not satisfy the mom. The mother and other family members knew that Attila was really not a dog that he wanted. The dog that they had wanted. They had realized that Attila was not the kind of dog they had always wanted. You know what happened once? A man named Ranga, who lived in a hut 3 miles from the town, who was actually a gang coolie and often employed in road mending. Occasionally at nights, he enjoyed the thrill and profit of breaking into the house. At 1 o'clock that night, Ranga removed the bars of a window on the eastern side of the house and slipped in. Slipped in means entered the house quietly. He edged along the wall, searched all the trunks and almirahs in the house, and made a neat bundle of all the jewelry and other valuables he could pick up. He was just starting to go out when he saw Attila standing below. Ranga thought his end had come. He expected the dog to bark. But what did Attila do? Attila didn't bark at all. In fact, this dog licked Ranga's hands and rolled his eyes and followed Ranga out of the gate. How strange! Rather than barking and letting the other family members know that something wrong was going on here, the dog quietly moved after Ranga. Why did he do that? He did that because Attila's greatest ambition in life was to wander in the streets freely, and now he was allowed to do so. Students, this was the explanation of page 2, 3 and 4 of chapter 1. Tomorrow we will do the other part. In the next video, we will learn what happens next. It is really a very interesting chapter. So, see you tomorrow. Thank you.